guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Give me a second, just untangling my headset cable that's wrapped around my arm. And now it's in a damn knot. Oh, I don't know how that got in a knot. Control, I can go through that. That should fix it. Yes, it did. Okay. Today, guys, we're playing Vera Blanc, Ghost in the Castle. Brought to me by the amazing people at Ratalaika Games, ratalaikagames.com. Check them out, guys. I'll just post their web address. If I can spell again. God, it's shocking. There we go. Click on that link and it'll take you to their website. This is a new release game. I think it's getting released on tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow here in Australia. So whatever that equals to someone else overseas, and maybe Friday for someone else overseas, so 2 days time, I'd say, or a day and a half. We played part 1 of this game, or the Vera Blanc, the werewolf one, I think it was. I can't remember what it was called. That was also sent to me by the amazing people at Ratalaika Games. But that was on the PS4. Today we're playing this on the Xbox Series X, backwards compatibility with the Xbox One. It's also available for the PS4 and Nintendo Switch. So check them out, guys. ratalaikagames.com. Vera Blanc, Ghost in the Castle. It's a comic visual novel. So if you see me play the other one, or you can check out my YouTube videos of the other one, be my guest. Before we start, guys, if you enjoy what you see, I always do appreciate the follow on Twitch. Thanks in advance. And if you're watching it back on my YouTube channel, please, guys, if you can, just hit that sub button. Doesn't cost you anything, and it makes me feel good. I got a phone call coming in at work at the moment while streaming this, so you guys just have to bear with me just for a second. I do apologise. I'll be back in just a jiffy, and then we'll get started. Okay, guys, I am back, and I do apologise for the phone call straight up on the stream. But as I said, I'm currently... School's back, guys, so the daughter's back at school, and I'm currently working from home at the moment and streaming at the same time. So I've got to take some work because I got tangled in my damn headphone cable again. And once again, it's somehow in a damn knot. I just undid this crap. Okay, let's not worry about it. Let's just start again. Ratalaika Games, guys. Vera Blanc, I should say, Ghost in the Castle. Read introduction, skip introduction. Hopefully this doesn't, it's not the same introduction as the first game. At the age of 14, I was looking forward to what the future had in store for me. Have we seen this script before? As a child prodigy and a recent university graduate, I was self-assured in my abilities. Life seemed to offer infinity possibilities, and opportunities after opportunities showed up in every corner. Suffice it may say, I was more than a little surprised when I was diagnosed with brain cancer too. Okay, we've seen this stuff before. So we're going to skip all this stuff, guys. Actually, I'll go through it just in case you want to read it, but I've read it before in the first game. So basically, she's got brain cancer. She gets cured. Her he's a billionaire or whatever he is, a trillionaire. And she's got this ability to read people's minds. So we know all this. The doctors gave me no more than 6 months to live, but I didn't want to die. I couldn't die, not when I had barely started living. Okay, well, I don't know why I'm reading it, but I am. I am Vera Blanc, daughter of the multi-millionaire stars Emmanuel Blanc. See, he's a millionaire. I lived a pretty luxurious life thanks to my father's wealth. He's one of the richest people on earth. My mother, she was one of the Russia's top models and died when I was only two years old. He looks like Gabriel Knight. Don't worry, Vera. I won't rest until I find a solution. So next time we won't read this. I don't want to die. There are still so many things I want to learn and so many things I want to do. You won't. I'll give you my word. I won't let this happen again. Not to you. But the doctor said, don't listen to them. I'm going to find a solution no matter what. I'll save you, Vera. My father. I should really put a girl's voice on, but I just can't be bothered today. I'm not very good with girls' voices. I could try. My father has always been so resolute. You could say that success was encoded into his DNA. He always gets what he wants from childhood and onward, regarded that as a fundamental truth. This time was no exception. Mr. Blanc, I'm afraid to inform you that... Hey, Doctor, welcome to the stream. You're welcome, buddy. Thank you for the itty bitty teeny with the yellow papa titty bitties from the Doctor. Thank you. How are ya? How's Canada doing? I hope you're doing well, buddy. Today we're playing Vera Blanc, visual novel, comic book style. Doctor, sorry. Mr. Blanc, I'm afraid to inform you that I'm paying you a fortune, and all you can do is apologize. So that's his voice now. Do something! Sir, I can only miracle can save your daughter. You know this. There's nothing more I can do for her. No! No! There has to be some other option. Vera's all I have left. I'm changing the voices as I go, just to see which one suits better. Somewhere, I forgot to read that. I don't know exactly what happened. My father never told me the details. All I remember is moving back to a house in Paris, where I underwent another procedure with a new team of medics. After the operation, I felt better, much better. But my post-operative life was not being without its fair share of complications. Holy shit! She's pretty busted, this Vera. Go, Vera. Go, gal. The medics left me with more than fortune. They completely rewired my brain to function like a computer. I can't remember seeing this last time, the other game. Language, science, medicine, engineering. I can learn faster than any other person on Earth. Incredible, isn't it? But that's nothing to say compared to other side effects. What's even more extraordinary is that as soon as I recover, I start to hear voices. Or rather, other people's thoughts. I can literally read other people's minds. It's a little like tuning into a radio. If I concentrate enough, I can hear what someone is thinking. The experience is most intimidating to have them whisper their secrets into my ear. This doesn't mean I have full access to their inmost thoughts. My range is limited to what they're thinking at the precise moment I read their mind. In the beginning, I found it an amusing diversion. It is an easy way to kill time. But the fun didn't last for long. Nobody could withhold secrets from me, not even Patrice. It's hard to have a relationship when you read other partner's mind every hour of the day. One day, my father called me into his office. Vera, promise me something. What is it? You're scaring me. I haven't told anyone. Nobody knows I can read minds. What? I haven't said a thing. You just read my mind again, didn't you? I'm sorry. My dear, listen carefully. I'm sorry for the insistence, but can you imagine what would happen to you if anyone else to find out about the powers you hold? They wouldn't hesitate to abduct you or hold you ransom. They will treat you as a test subject to dissect you like an animal. There's why nobody knows about your second special skill. Yes, I know. That's why I kept my mouth shut. I never told Patrice a thing. Good. Even my strictest collaborations only know about your incredible memory capacity. Father, I wanted to ask you, can't you turn me back to normal? I don't like living like this. No, it's too dangerous. I'm sorry, but I can't risk having another surgery. Why have an ability if I can't use it? I feel like I haven't contributed to all the world, unless that's what I am. Don't speak of such nonsense. You are our precious daughter, unless isn't the blank vocabulary. Vera, for what reason do you wish to use your powers for the greater good of humanity? Absolutely. Why not? Money has never been an issue for us, so don't need to work. I want to live my life doing something worthwhile. Once again, guys, I've read all this in the first game, but I'm reading it all for the people that have never seen this game before, so bear with it if you have. You give me a second chance, I don't want to waste it. Alright, if that's what you want, give me a few days, I'll figure something out. Shortly after the discussion, my father introduced me to someone. Brendan Mackay. You must be Vera Blanc, right? Pleased to meet you. Name's Brendan Mackay. Private detective. In the beginning, I didn't understand why my father wanted to help this guy. 32 years old, former FBI agent, very skilled in using a gun. Not an ordinary detective. My specialty is impossible cases. Anything involving the supernatural, occult, or paranormal, I am there. Oh, do you actually believe in the existence of supernatural phenomena? Let's just say if they do, I want to find it. Your manual tells me you have an incredible IQ. Also mentioned, sorry guys, someone just messaged me. Also mentioned you have some sort of sixth sense for solving mysteries. Let's see who popped me a little message. Speak of the devil. What the fuck is that? The cowboy sent me something. He's got his PlayStation 5 cable adapter for the PS4 camera. Lucky him. They wouldn't send me a free one. Because I didn't have the VR headset, I only had the camera. Assholes. My father is exactly known for his sense of humor. That's right, you're lucky to have me on your team. I'm far from the everyday commodity. And that's how it all started. I must admit, I'm more than a little scared and intrigued by this new job. But one thing is certain, my near-death experience has prepared me for every possible curveball the world has thrown. The sights, sounds, and people in the vast globe are out there waiting, and I don't plan to disappoint them. I want to live every day like it's my last. Okay, Prologue. Okay, so play the mini games, play without the mini games. What do you reckon we should do, guys? Play mini games, eh? Mini games, maybe if you find them too difficult, you can try playing without them. Okay. So in this game, guys, I remember playing the first game. I died, and the trouble is I didn't save it. And then I had to go back and start again. So I started again, and then I've saved, but I saved on a part where I kept getting shot. So I'd reload and then get shot and die. Reload and get shot and die. So I saved it a stupid part of saving, and then it just wrecked the whole game. And then I just quit. So we're not going to do that. Let's just save straight away, hey? There we go. Okay. You see, Brendan, I've arrived safe and sound. Yes. There was only minor turbulence when we were flying over Switzerland, but I really don't know why you're afraid of planes. Don't remind me. Trust me, it won't be pretty. Air-sickness bags exist, you know. Oh, right. Oh, you wish? So this time, ghosts, right? Yes. Our client is Mr. Atoshish. He hired us to investigate the ghosts. Did he tell you why? He said that he would explain everything once we were there. Not the most detailed client, but the advance payment was motivation enough for me. Okay, Eva. Oh, the Eva chick. I remember her from the game 1. She's a busty chick too. Busty brunette, we called her, but she was evil. Here they are. Hold up. Here they are again. I need to inform the master that they've arrived. But first, I need to find a mirror. I wonder if the ghost exists or is just a local legend. Oh, he's a busty guy. Look at these muscles. He's bloody huge. Excuse me. His name is Guru Rushi. Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. Could you direct me to the washroom? Over there. Thank you. Not bad. Really not bad. He's checking out her ass. We need more foreign tourists like that one. Power of the dark. Power of the light. Open the gates to the master. The flames amass and become one. What is it, Eva? Why are you contacting me from the public place? Master, they're here. What? Both of them? Again? Yes, they just arrived in town. It can't be a coincidence. I don't know. We need to be careful. Observe them. Be restrain yourself from concocting your own plans. Wait for my orders before proceeding. Do you doubt my abilities? I'm assured that the last time was a fluke. I could easily kill... Silence! Did I give you permission to voice your dissent? I beg your pardon, Master. We need to elevate them. Every action of theirs must be scrutinized. It is not yet clear to whether they are working for us or against us. As much as I respect your methods, I sincerely doubt they're working for us. Not intentionally, they might be inadvertently helping us to preserve the balance. I understand, Master. Now go, and keep a watch on them. Never forget your place, Eva. Meanwhile, Brandon and Eva are looking for information. Well, look at that. Teenagers, to this day, I still don't understand the fascination people have of poking holes into their skin. And what's with the sudden interest in tattoos? Are these skateboards? I didn't have any of these things when I was a kid. I wouldn't be surprised if I were there again. You're a completely different generation. After all, when was it? The period between the First and Second World War? What? I don't know where you got the sense of humor, but you might want to read the return policy. I am slightly older than you. Whatever helps you sleep at night, actually. Brandon's a pretty sensitive person. I should cut him some slack from time to time. For what it's worth, I think you look younger than you actually age. You're complimenting me? I can't say I'm doubting your health. How should I interpret this? Blanc is the brand name. I think it's Blanc. It says here pronounce it Blanc. We're doing that anyway. It's a rarity of our praise, and it makes us vulnerable in our first place. Would you prefer I take it back? It's in high demand. Alright, what the heck? Flacking out all your work. Always works. Okay, approach the teenagers. Look for adults. Wait for Mr. Anatashi. Let's just wait for him. Where did you say the appointment is? Anatashi told us to meet him in a coffee shop near town square. Look, the one over there. That's where the taxi dropped us off before. You sit down. Oh, we'll just do this, but you sit down and order some food and drink while you wait for Anatashi to show up. The people around this place aren't very talkative. It is just me or we are not welcome here. I noticed maybe they don't like tourists. Not that we're here to sightsee. Well, that seems to be an explanation for every town we visit. Can't we have a cooperative citizen once in a while? It would be it would be nice to... sorry guys, let's start again. It would be nice if we could suffer fewer injuries to our pride. Yes, I imagine generous advance payments aren't enough to nurse such wounds. Well, I don't know about that. Cash could be pretty preserve. You should appreciate the years you have left. Money doesn't make you invulnerable. Brandon guzzles down his beverage and wipes his mouth. Trust the rich girl to say something like that? As much as I disagree, I don't appreciate you helping me for the next or nothing. I swear these voices keeps changing. What can I say? I have more than enough to last me a lifetime. Generosity is all its own reward. If you was here, anyone, I would think it's bragging. In other words, you'd think it's exciting, right? You got me. I'm an adrenaline junkie. You are the rapidly melting ice in your drink. Where is Mr. Hitachi? Shouldn't be here early for his appointment? Sorry guys, I just heard something. I didn't know what it was. Those who have money happen to have power. That's why he's stuck waiting here. It's not hot and humor. Hitachi should have chosen a place with better service. I'm dying for a real feel here. I can buy you another drink. That wouldn't change their service though. So it's the principle of matter. Exactly. I'm glad you came to the understanding my viewpoint. You come a long way. Brendan wipes his sweat from his brow and flaps his shirt. You run your hand through your hair and wonder what possessed you to bring a hairband. What would give you to trade your jacket for one? Fuel! I even settle for a tap water if I have to. I think it's seriously ordered for the kind of weather. Oh, here we go. She's gonna bust him out, guys. I can't take it anymore. I'm taking something off. Oh, I guess that's a good idea. It's common sense, really. Holy shit, she's wearing some lingerie under it. It looks like, oh, she wearing? Look at all the people in the back, even the dog's interested. As you take off your jacket, you feel eyes roving over you. You have probably gained the attention of the whole coffee shop and square. Still, it's really too hot to feel cautious. Comfort is your priority. Ha ha ha, nice top. You have an eye for fashion. It's one of my father's finest works. You notice that Brendan's glaze is drawn to something behind you. His eyes are twinkling with mirth. Everyone's just checking out a rack now, eh? Why are you smiling? Nothing. It seems that every local's recognized brand name goods. It's particularly the barkeeper. Here he he's got his head in the tits, basically. Welcome to Humble Town, my friends. I'm Guido Rossi. The barkeeper walks to your side of the table and starts wiping the table. His arms jets uncomfortably close to your body as he works. He scoots over to avoid him. Guido looks at the appropriative and fills his absent space. Can't he take a hint? Enough already. My side of the table is spotless. How about you clean my companions? You speak English well, Gudio. I think his name, I don't know. Brendan tries to change the subject, but obviously forcing himself to try to keep a straight face. You know him well enough to be able to tell his nose is twitching. But of course, make no mistake, this quaint town is incredibly popular among English-speaking tourists. Really? Because of the ghost, or? The ghost of the mist is undoubtedly responsible for the town's recognition, but now that some people claim to have seen it. You believe in the ghost? I'm a particular man. I only believe intelligibles. Seeing and touching are required to determine whether it's something that's real. You flinch at the word touch. And move your chair as far away as possible. And what can you tell me about Anatashi? Why? Sorry guys, I'm about to get a drink in a second. His voice is killing my throat. We were here to hide and investigate the ghost, but I don't know much about him, so I won't tell you anything about him. Hi. Someone rocks up in the sports car. Because he just arrived. Ask him yourself. Your attention immediately caused by a sports car in the square while you are no stranger to the fancy vehicles. This one takes the cake. Roberto and Atashi. Okay. How should we say his name? Detective Brandon. Miss Vera. Good day, Mr. Anatashi. Please call me Roberto. Come with me. Brendan's eyes light up. Getting down to business straight away. Now that's my favorite kind of client. Brendan reluctantly sits in the back seat while you take place in the Roberto. When I saw you two, I immediately recognized you. You're a particularly easy spot, Vera. Yeah, you can't help the mountains on her chest. Thank you, Roberto. I should start by changing people in the extra now that I have Vera with me. Ask about the ghost. Ask if he's married. Ask where we're going. Let's ask where he's going. Roberto? You came here so fast that you didn't have time to ask where you were going. Ha ha ha! My apologies. I'm heading back home. Worry not. I'm perfectly harmless. I have no intentions of kidnapping you. Oh, what a pity. At least not Mr. Mackay, I should say. Mackay? Or I was called Mackay. I think I had this problem last time with his name. I may have taken exception for you, Vera. You take a look at Brendan's with the rear view mirror. He's looking outside window grumpily and tapping his fingers against the armrest. Sorry, Brendan. I simply can't resist teasing you. Green becomes you. Ask about the ghost. We're going to ask him if he's married. So, what can you tell me about the ghost? Oh, you already know. Talking about work? Let's wait until we arrive at my house. As you wish. Meanwhile, enjoy the phenomenal. Isn't it beautiful? Never seen it. None of us seen anything like it, sir. Let's ask Rita. Are you married, Roberto? Ha, Vera? Are you sure that's appropriate? No, it's fine. Sorry, I got his voice stuck up. It's not one of the deduct fees and making small talk. I'm not married. I'm about as old as the country standards, but here in Italy, it's not uncommon for men to marry at 40 years of age. Are you interested in marrying me, Vera? I'm flattered, but I regretfully decline. I'm too concerned about Brendan's health to entertain thoughts of marriage. Jealousy is a chronic condition. What? What are you talking about? What do you want to... Oh, sorry. You do what you want. You and Roberto continue joking, formally and easy, repeatedly at Brendan's expense. Your partner says, awkwardly silent. All right. Playtime is over. Poor Brendan. You finally arrive home in front of Antashi's precious villa. The beautiful stone entrance through his handcrafted iron gates captivates you. This is your home? Yes, nice, isn't it? Welcome to Vera Anatashi, whatever his name is. Next time I'll remember to ask you for more money. Oh, next time I'll ask you for more money. Assuming there is a next time. If the partner's always grouchy, Vera. Not at all. It's more that our sense of humor doesn't match his. The courtyard leading to Anatashi's villa is beautiful in simplicity. Enclosed by hedges, a beautiful standing statuesque fountain rests in the middle of the garden. A short distance away are white benches where visitors can pass time reading and admiring the villa's classic architecture and mountains reading in the distance. They call it a villa? I call it a damn mansion. Let's get inside. Wait, can I look at the garden for a minute? Oh, of course, I'll be waiting inside. You dip your fingers in the mountain water while waiting for Roberto to leave. As soon as the client enters the house, Brendan sits next to you. Do you really want to look at the garden, or what is your excuse? No, you're right. I want to talk to you. I hope you don't plan on telling me that you're planning on proposing to Roberto. No matter what the guy says, it's not professional to be so bloody a buddy at a client. Roberto is not quite my type. That said, let's have a little chat more about his serious matters. Okay, examine the garden. Vera, where are you going? Roberto is waiting inside. I only want to take a look. Just a thought. Mind landing in the audience? This villa has no security camera. It's pretty irresponsible of someone to keep such a splendid place unprotected. Are you saying this out of personal experience? Of course. We want to protect our property just like everyone else. There are some things money can't replace. And hey, they are. I stand corrected. Interesting. What is interesting? They're very new wireless cameras, so you can place them anywhere in the range or your wireless LAN. I see. Ha ha ha. Sounds like my explanation went over your head. What? No, I understood. Roberto installed cameras without wires, and I persist within a certain range of the villa. You can put camera anywhere he wants and monitor the video feed. New clue added under location, selection, villa, and Anatashi. Okay, got achievement unlocked. Achievement unlocked. Once again, guys, big shout outs to Ratalaika Games for sending me this game. It's available to the PS4, Nintendo Switch, and the Xbox One. I am playing on the Xbox Series X via Xbox One compatibility. If you like what you see, please hit that love heart button for Twitch to give me a follow. I do appreciate it. And if you're watching it back on my YouTube channel, please, guys, hit the sub button. I do appreciate it. It keeps me going. Let's get back into it. We're playing Vera Blanc, Ghost in the Castle. Once again, brought to me by Ratalaika Games. Check them out, guys. Ratalaikagames.com. You just found your first clue. You can review your collection clues anytime by using the clue button in the right of the dialogue box or pressing the C on the key. Okay, we got no C. So we can just go clues like that. There are several wireless security cameras installed in Atanasi's village. We're gonna save there. So we can go in between these two. We can just override. Gotta keep our saves up. We don't want to lose the ability of death in these games. Because you do die. Brendan, even audio? I don't think so. There's too much background noise, especially when you're positioning it outdoors. Right, well, let's see. Reconvince another time. Better go inside. His garden isn't going anywhere anytime soon. I suppose it wouldn't make much sense for me to admire it all in one sitting. He might get suspicious if we're gone for too long. You enter the luxurious villa, and Roberto invites you to follow him into the living room. Okay, let's examine the room. Ask if he saw the ghost. Get straight to the point. Let's examine the room. You take a quick look at the room. Portraits of his ancestors and family members adore the beige wall. Your eyes wander to the portrait hanging over the fireplace. Ooh, grumpy looking fella. There, one you're looking at is my mother, I called him a fella. Maria. Oh, I see. I was very fond of her. She was a kind-hearted woman. Poor Roberto. He must really miss his mother. I wonder how long it's been. Maybe I should try reading his mind now. Okay, so now we gotta reread the people's mind. We're trying to guess these things. Push an alphabetic number. So we got A. A, and then we'll go E. And what's another? I reckon I? No I's. What about C? C. Okay, so I reckon M. No M. So we've got one attempt left before we stuff this whole thing up. L. Okay, so that's really hasn't. S? What about an N? What do you reckon N? And we stuffed it up straight. Failure! God, we started off on a good note straight away. That's the mini games. Damn, I failed to read his mind. Maybe able to find out more information about his mother by just asking around. Have you seen the ghost yourself? Of course. Unfortunately, I can't provide many details. What do you mean? The ghost is behind words. It's like a strong white light, from what I could could tell. Its shape was undefined. You could need more than a gambler's luck to catch it. Blink and you'll miss it. I was lucky to catch a glimpse. What I'm going to do real quick, guys, I'm just going to go and get a drink. I won't be a second. I won't be a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that, but I needed a drink. I started getting a little bit of a sore throat full of the character changings, the voices and stuff. Wow, this is unbelievable. Trust me, I saw it. It's scary. Oh, that voice just completely smashed my throat. I'm gonna maybe have to change his voice up. Sometimes I wish I could run into a zombie once in a while. At least it'd be something enough for someone to notice. Well, the biggest bucks for the slipperiest prey. Let's just get straight to the point. Let's get straight to business, Roberto. Why did you hire us, and what do you want us to do? Of course, enough idle talk. I want to stop this madness. You mean you don't believe? I paid a lot of them. I paid a team of specialists. They came here for a week ago with some equipment to do some measurements. It was the Ghost Hunters. The Ghost Hunters. What with Grant? I watched that show. It's a brilliant show. I hope it comes back. I need season 3. The new not the old seasons, the new seasons, I should say. They're it's a good show. If you haven't seen it, just watch it. I don't know if it's true or nothing, but I like it. What kind of measurements? I have no clue. All I could know is that they found a drop in temperature in the spots where the ghost had been sighted by the tourists and visitors. You mean, how should I put this? Okay, how about that wall over there? The specialists determined that the temperature was sub-zero in a small enclosed zone over there. As you can imagine, this is quite impossible during summer. What were their findings? They were unable to provide an explanation. They have no clue how this is happening. That's incredible. A little too incredible if you ask me. I'm not interested in making my home a tourist site. Well, not more of one than it already is. Okay, so so we ask about the scientists. What about those scientists? Aren't they going to spread the word about the incredible discovery they made? That shouldn't be a problem. I took care of them. I made the sign of contract before conducting their business. If they tell anyone, they're ruined. Mark my words, they won't talk. Brennan laughs and refrains after looking at Roberto directly. Even the businessman, huh? I'd take your word for it. Mr. Anatashi, heck, consider them marked. Let's ask this one. Do you have any clue where they might start? Well, since the ghost has only been sighted in the castle, I suggest you start your investigation there. Right, good idea. Let's end the dialogue. So, if I understood correctly, we must find a way to it, dispose of the ghost. Exactly, I don't care how. Kill it, scare it away, whatever. I approve whatever method you choose. I just want it out of sight. We'll do our best. Roberto glances at the clock. I believe you're exhausted my topic for the day. If you don't mind, I have to make an appearance at the business meeting. I called a taxi that will bring you to the Artigamos, whatever that word, where you'll be staying. Ah, an establishment, huh? Thank you for keeping touch. Take care, see you soon. After a short drive, the taxi drops you in front of a beautiful, I don't know what that word is, Argiturismo. We'll call it the hotel. It's surrounded by olive trees, olives, and all the houses are made of stone. At the entrance, there are two vagues filled with roses. You can kneel down and marvel at their fragrance and thornless stems. Oh man. Do you like the roses, Miss Vera? You nearly dropped a rose, feeling almost guilty for touching something that isn't yours. Oh, sorry, you startled me. Yes, they're beautiful. You are... A short, slime, besticle boy emerges from that place, that word I can't pronounce. His name is Paolo Goofy. I'm Paolo Goofy. Welcome to our bed and breakfast. Hello, Paolo. Your English is impressive. Thank you. I don't know what voice I should just give him, but we'll just do anything that comes up. We have many foreigners and visitors, so you need to know, if you will, for business transactions. Let's ask about the ghost. We're here to investigate the ghost. Paolo plumps his fist, knees bent in excitement. Oh, really? That's great. Enthusiastic, aren't you? Any particular reason? I'm a big fan of paranormal, not phenomenal. Studying occultism, spiritual entries, and supernatural occurrences. It's a hobby of mine. Despite my fantasies, I'm afraid I can't provide any assistance. I'm one of the few persons in town that has not seen it yet. Oh, really? Yes, it's ironic. I call myself a fan of the occult, but I've never seen the ghost. New clue added to the character? We can check it out. So here's the characters there. We better save it. We're going to save it here. Ask if he's the owner. Get ready for the dinner. Well, let's just ask. Are you the owner of this place? Sorry guys, it's not working for some reason. Oh, sorry, it's back in here. I'm an employee. The owner is Mr. Anatashi, of course. Heh, why didn't you see that coming? Get ready for dinner. Brennan laughs and rubs his belly. So, where's dinner? Our cook is preparing as we speak. I take it you aren't familiar with Italian cuisine? Well, can't say that I am. I'm looking forward to it. I've been hearing for some ever since coming here. I'm hankering for some ever since I came here. You are in for a treat then. Even the pickiest eaters admit their liking of our menu. Dinner will be about an hour. We'll see you later in the restaurant. It was nice meeting you, Paolo. You head to your houses, and Atashi was very generous. You and Brennan have a whole house each at your disposal. As the sun sets, the colours as the surrounding fields orange before giving their brilliant violet. The atmosphere is so relaxing, and the heat of the day leaves his place in a warm summer evening. The atmosphere is so relaxing. Oh, we've read this. What the hell? Okay, so this kind of like repeated itself for a second. I must have pressed the wrong button. I do apologise. This is completely different from where the time we spent in Germany. Yes, Germany was where the werewolf was, wasn't it? That's where I died. How long has it been since we had our first case? So, we're in a foreign country, but the trip alone made any apprehensive. I still haven't finished the Vera Blanc first one. I do apologise for that. People that are hankering out for me to finish that game. I do apologise. I completely forgot all about it till this one got released. The Arcatigurissimo excuse comfort. I wouldn't mind coming back. It's almost like I'm vacationing here, minus the ghost busting. The stomach makes an opinion of its own. Right, dinner. I better get dressed properly for the occasion. Wonder what she's going to be wearing. Should I go with a ponytail? Or keep my neck cool? There, that should do it. Okay, she's this elegant red lady in red. How's that song go? You're dancing next to me or something like that. You fiddle with your bracelet as you make your way to the dining table, where your fellow detective is already seated. Alerted by the sound of footsteps, Brendan starts rearranging the condiments. Nice to see you. I'm getting a ball. Hello? Hello? What is it? Nothing. I'm always didn't recognize you. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Yes, absolutely. He coughs into his fist. I'm an honest man, Villa. I'm sure I need to be a type lived from time to time. And I'm great at stretching the truth when it comes to its worst. But it would take an incumbent amount of skill for me to lie about something that can't be indulged. Rather a verbose tonight, Brendan. Look, what I'm trying to say is, you look stunning. His shyness never fails to surprise me. It's a refreshing change from his usual bravado. You laugh and decide to let him off for now. Oh, thank you, my dear. Gosh, you got a big rack. I wonder if her daddy bought that for her. The night flies as you sample dish after dish. Brendan spends several minutes scrutinizing the label of the bottle of wine, no doubt comforting the zeros and the hypothetical figure. He looks younger in the glow of candlelight, warm to touch. Sorry, just getting comfortable again. I love how ambulance refers to the light. It's very cozy, brooding or romantic. Even, wouldn't you agree, Brendan? Oh, yes, yes. Sorry guys, I just had to rearrange the headphones. It's getting a little bit squishy on the ear. Brendan pours himself a glass and sits the bottle down. I got a phone call. Won't be a second, we'll just pause it up for a second and put it on that. We'll be back in just a jiffy, guys. Do apologise, but I won't be a sec. Just bear with me. Okay guys, I'm back. I do apologise for that phone call. Just gonna get a drink. Got the bottle next to me. Some quality H2O from the water boy. I'm just gonna save real quick. Gotta keep the saves up, because I learnt my lesson from last time. Brendan pours himself a glass and sets the bottle down. You set your fork down and lace your fingers together. That was almost people you could call a date. Brendan Lee spits out his wine in mid-spit. He wipes his evidence away. With his sleeve, eyes focused on anything that isn't you. Don't take it seriously. Do people lose their sense of humor once they become elders? You should never consider dating a girl as young as I. Would you? Bullshit, you wouldn't. Brendan, if you could score someone like Vera, you'd be a lucky man. No, of course not. I wouldn't. What are you, Puff? Come on, man. Then we have nothing to worry about. The food that you lose the flavor if you leave it untouched. The tension from Brendan's shoulders evaporates. Yeah, it should be a wasteful if we just sit here yanking all night. Yanking. I said yanking. Yakking. I said, yeah. Brendan's yanking. He's yanking and janking. Rude to the staff if they saw how much we left on our plates. With that said, he eagerly spins his fork, shoveling noodles into his mouth with a gusto. I feel like noodles right now myself. I wouldn't mind going on a real date with you, Brendan. You're nice too, tonight. She looks like she's half cut there. Here comes this guy. Enjoying your dinner? Oh yes, the food is delicious. Told you, our cook is fantastic. And all the ingredients come from the organic food we cultivate in the fields around us. Brendan's fork clatters against his plate. Give me compliments to the chef. I think I'm ready for another helping. Were you still eating when Pablo came to check up on us? I couldn't help myself. It was just... That's... good! Brendan's words were in the intensity of the stare increases by bit. Ha ha ha! I interpret that as an expression of praise. I will return shortly with more. Can't wait! Once Palolo, I don't know his name, I'll call him Pablo. You flick a grape at Brendan's forehead. Unfortunately for his manners and unfortunately for the cleanness, he's too engrossed in sampling everything that isn't in the plate to care. The rest of the dinner's uneventful. You and Brendan are too busy eating even to bother talking. It's a good thing Emmanuel isn't here to berate you. I'm going to sleep. See you tomorrow. Good night. I think I ate too much. You toss and turn in bed. Nothing particularly stressful happened today, and yet, why do I feel so restless? It feels like it's quiet before the storm. I don't like this. What is this? Is she naked in bed? Does Vera sleep naked? We'll find out. Can't really tell if she's got a nightie on or anything. The air is changed with tension and chill. There's nothing to do with the weather. It settles over your bones. Oh, this damn cable is just twisted. It's in a damn knot again, I reckon. Could it be? What does it sound? It sounds some sort of message. Is it trying to communicate with me? Oh shit! Vera Blanc. Now, by the looks of it, guys, she's got underwear on, of course, but I think she's got a top on too. A very skimpy, lacy top. You hesitate to the wisdom. Is there anybody out there? But I don't know if she is wearing anything on the top. I don't know. I don't think we're going to get to see it though. If there's someone out there, they're in like for a good surprise there. Nobody prize. Then you turn your head and see. Oh, it's the ghost. The ghost. Achievement unlocked. It's real. You see the ghost for the first time. Okay. Gotta read that when it disappears. An eternally figure travels along the olive trees. It figures in deceitfully, but you can tell it's vaguely moored. I have to go wake up Brendan and run after the thing before it disappears. Okay, no, she didn't have anything on. She was topless. And we didn't get to see anything. God damn it! You throw something on and make way to Brendan's room. Brendan, wake up! Before you have a chance to knock the door, the knob turns. A clear Brendan opens the door. Clear-eyed. What is it? I couldn't get to sleep tonight. I don't know how to explain it, but... There's no time to talk. Follow me, I saw the ghost. Oh, what? What, a ghost? You start running as fast as you can, trying to not to lose track of the ghost. You're about to play a memory minigame to involve the memorize and reproduce the sequence of the correct order. Let's save it. We'll save it here on this one. Overwrite that one. There it is. Can you see it? Yes, quick! We must not lose him! The ghost reminds me of the Simpsons episode where Monty Burns gets that radiation treatment and he glows. What's that? What's he say? I come in peace! Push for ready to see the sequence. Okay, 3, 2, 1. What we're going to do, here we go. 3, 6, 3, 6, 2. So what do I do? 3, 6, 2, 7, 3, 6, 2, 7, 0, 3, 2, 6, 7, 0, 8. 3, 3. Oh, 3. Oh, failure. Oh, shit. Oh, it was 3, 6, 2. Damn it, we lost the ghost. Can we load? Are you sure? Yes. Okay, let's just count this down. We'll type it in. Okay, we'll type it in the chat window. 7, 0, 8, 4, 6, 5. Okay, so we'll just post that in the chat and we'll go there. So hopefully we can stuff it up. 7, 0, 8, 4, and then 6 and 5. There we go. Bit of cheating, but... Oh, I didn't look it up. I just typed it in. Success. You keep running without turning back. You hear Brendan's footsteps behind you. No, Vera. Oh no, she was wearing a top, guys. Just a very skimpy top. Bounce those busty boobies. Push when you're ready to see the sequence. Oh, okay, we go top again, guys. We're gonna top again. 4, 7, 9, 4, 0. It was a shorter one this time, wasn't it? Soon see. 4, 7, 9, 4 and 0. There we go. Success. Despite the time of day, you are drenched in sweat. Ha ha ha. At least something here is not to be underestimated. Keep running, Vera! Okay, another sequence, guys. 3, 5, 0, 5, 4, 2. There we go. Let's just post that one in. Okay, so we go 3, 5, 0, 5, and then 4 and 2. Correct. Success. The ghost refuses to stop. Push for another sequence. 4, 2, 3, 0, 9. Okay, where are we? Post that in. 4, 2, 3, 0, 9. Correct. Success. You arrive in the clearing, but you have lost sight of the ghost. Vera! Vera, look there! Oh my god! Who is that man? I have no clue. His name is Ricardo Ritchie. New clue added under General Section Ghost. This is there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna save it just in this one here. Okay. Eek! You nearly jumped, startled by the unfamiliar voice. Who are you? Massimo Fanti. Sorry, I am Massimo Fanti. I've got to call him Fanta. I'm a hired guard. You can talk to me in Italian, I understand you. Ah, good. My English isn't really good. Riccardo recently married a woman named Lucia. They were on their honeymoon. You translate for Brendan. What? Why would he commit suicide then? Why would he take his own life when he has such a long life ahead of him? Unless it wasn't a suicide. Hey, you aren't suspecting us, aren't you? Relax. I was patrolling the perimeter and you saw you running like crazy, so I followed you from a distance. I know you aren't responsible. You couldn't have made it in time. This place is going to be crawling with police soon, but we still have some time to talk before they do. New clue added. Can we take a look? We'll be careful. Of course, she just gets her tits out and anything says. Please, Massimo. You haven't adjusted yourself, miss. I'm Vera Blanc. Pleased to meet you. The pleasure is all mine. It's rare to meet a woman like you around here. Not in the reign of your parade. But I don't think this is the right time to pick up someone, Massimo. Huh? What did you say? Brandon, that might be a useful wait. Let's just read these. Let's just do this first. There's a lot I don't know. They just arrived yesterday. I only know that there was a photographer. He always had a camera with him. What about Lucia? Lucia is a very attractive girl. Not as beautiful as you, of course. He's making the moves. What are you saying? Why is he winking like that? Nothing, Brendan. I'll tell you later. Now, Massimo, please go on. She said she'd met him one day when she wanted to make a personal portfolio. It was sorry, should be doing his voice. It was a quote like love at first sight. But, yes. Maybe it was just my impression. I thought that Paolo was very interested in her. I saw them talking alone in the hall that afternoon. Interesting. This might be useful. Thank you. I say, so that dude that was like the waiter guy. He was making these moves on this chick. Okay, let's read his mind. Okay, so we'll always go for A's, because A's and E's always seem to be there, but C's there, and S is there. Okay. L. I and D. Okay, so where can we go? No B's? stuffed the B up. Should have saved it. Okay, so we've got no... What's the first one? This should. We know it should one. Okay, this something is... What's that one? Is I should. How come I can't work this out? This... What's B? I've put a T there. What's B? Something with a U that's something, it's not a but. This, I can't. This mum, miss man, mum with an M. No M's. You know why? This guy. Okay. Okay, this guy is really lucky. I should. Okay, so I took ages doing that when it was very blatantly obvious what it was. I thought it was but then it didn't make sense because I didn't read it out. Okay. This is what he's thinking. This guy is really lucky. I should ask him for tips on how to find a partner like that. She is seriously hot. Too bad he doesn't know Italian. She is seriously hot. She is busting out like more than a busting water balloon. I should have expected such thoughts. I don't have time to put on something less productive. I don't like how he's looking at me. Ask for permission to look around. Can we take a look around, please? It's not a good idea, but for you do with that, civilians have no business. I know this is not a jurisdiction of local police, but we're both probably to take this high by the owner himself. You said the police won't be here for a while, correct? Oh, really? Did you meet Roberto? Yes. We went to his villa yesterday. Mr. Anatashi gave us permission to conduct searches of the area. He mentioned that we wouldn't be happy should anyone interfere with our investigation. Massimo flattens his firmly against his head. It's a room casting a shadow over his eyes. Fine. If he said that, I don't want to argue with him. You can take a look around until the police arrive. Thank you, Brandon. Come, let's take a look. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to save it. Where should we save it? We'll stay here. Save it here. That way, if we stuff it up, in case something comes out and kills us. But what do you tell him? Doesn't matter. Let's just say I was persuasive. Brilliant in the art of... gotcha. Oh, whatever that word is. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so now look carefully at the images of the screen and identify 4 differences. God damn, this cable in my headphones is pissing me off today. So we know... How do I move my cursor? Okay, spot the differences. Solve. Okay, minigame. Clues will be eliminated. Don't randomly push on the screen or you will be penalized. After 3 errors, you will fail. Okay, so we know this is different. Am I allowed to do that? Oh, hold it. Maybe I've got to do here. Oh no, it's just here, so... How do I press on the screen? Okay, so we're going to just save it then in case I stuff it up, because I don't know... Oh, there. Okay, so I was pressing before, but it wasn't working. Oh, that's okay. We've solved it. So my broadcast bar is hopefully not covering anything up. Let's have a look down the bottom. You'd think to be saying on the body. Doesn't seem to be. Sorry guys, I hit the mic. Apologies. There's this dot here that's different. It's 2. Okay. Like the finest little details. Where there's a dot up here that's not supposed to be here. And 1 to go. 1 to go. I'm kind of looking for like big differences, but It doesn't seem to be any big differences. Let's have a look at the tree real quick. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It looks like all the slashes are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That little dots. It's there. I'd say it's there. It looks a little bit different, but it's there. Hey, Grizzly Gamer, welcome to the stream, buddy. Sorry, I was just concentrating trying to spot the differences. Welcome, 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 Grizzly. Playing today a game brought to me by the amazing people at Ratalaika Games called Vera Blanc, Ghost in the Castle. I hope you're doing well, Grizzly. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Haven't seen you in a few days. I haven't streamed since last Friday, so it's been it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's been about 5 days since I've streamed. Sorry, I have been here in a while. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. Damn you, Grizzly. Damn you, buddy. Nah, it's all good. I haven't streamed in about 4 or 5 days. I went to stream and then my daughter's gone back to school now, but it was the last day of holidays, so we spent some time. And then on Tuesday, it was Australia Day here in Australia. Of course, obviously, it's going to be Australia Day. I'm in Australia. And I drank too much and ate too much. And then on Wednesday, I had just a full day of work. And then today, I worked, and I'm working from home today, so I'm streaming at the same time and streaming a beautiful game by Ratalaika Games. So, good to see you, Grizzly. Good to see you, buddy. How's that hand doing of yours? Any more word on the missus being pregnant, or is that still on the back burner? Let's get back to finding that the last difference while we wait for Grizzly to reply. See, I don't know if there's any differences up behind the broadcast bar. There could be some differences here, but I can't see it because I've got a big bar that tells me what's going on my stream. So hopefully they wouldn't put something there. I might have to move it. Okay, we'll keep looking around just in case it's somewhere else. Okay, I can't see the last difference. Where's the last difference? We might have to move a couple of things around on the stream and see if we can find some differences, because my broadcast bar might be covering something up that I can't see. What the hell was that noise? Just checking out if there's anything the broadcast bar's covering up, guys. I won't be a second, sorry. There probably isn't, but I've got to make sure. There seems to be a dot there, but is there a dot? Yeah, it's there. Okay, so that seems to be okay. Go back to my chat, sorry. Grizzly, got a lot going on between work, our government, my ex, which had another test done and it came back negative, so that's good. Ha ha ha. Good news, Grizzly. Good news. Now you can just cut that bitch off and say, good riddance, baby. Good riddance. I'm Grizzly Gamer. Good riddance. Oh yeah, that's good news. That's good news. Why the hell would it come back positive the first time? I reckon she's faking that shit on you. Okay, so I'm looking for the last little difference. Differences left is just one to go, and I can't seem to spot it. It's probably right in front of me, but I just, how it's one of those things that you can't see because you're looking too hard. If you can see it, anyone out there watching the stream, if someone can see it, there's already ones that I've obviously spotted and they've disappeared. I've got one difference left. I had to find 4. So if anyone else can see the difference, please let me know where the hell it is because I can't see it. I just can't see it. Spot the difference. Grizzly, I don't really have a clue. The doctor said that is common for that thing to happen. Oh well, that's good. It worked out good in the end, so let's not talk about that ever again. Okay, so there's nothing on the rope here. And you got these two dots over here, right? I don't know if they're there. Because the difference thing is covering them up. So they wouldn't stuff the game up by putting that behind it, would they? Because I can't see shit. And I don't think... No, they're there. Okay, let's just concentrate on one of these. It's something obvious, I know there is, but I can't see it. Well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned, guys. I can't seem to find the last difference. I don't think... If you look at the other side, exactly where I am about now, they're missing there. But the yellow bar is covering them up. I'm thinking. So that's why they're missing. Yeah, it could be behind the bar, but why would they do that when you can't actually physically see behind the bar? So... we could test it, I guess, because let's just test it. We've got errors, so we can just test it. Okay, that's one. So we know that's one error, and we know that's not meant to be there. I was going to say, if they actually put it there, it's pretty stupid. So we've got two errors left. We use just one of them up there to test that little theory we had going. Okay, so... Fuck, this is hard. I can't, Yeah, well, good, Grizzly. Take your time, buddy. I'll still be stuck on here trying to find this last difference. Got this feeling it's behind my broadcast bar again. Like, I just turned it off and had a look at it. It's definitely not there, but... Or it could be something really, really obvious. Shit. I didn't think it would be this damn hard to find. Okay, I'm gonna just get a drink while I'm doing this. Once again, guys, if anyone can see the difference, the last difference, please feel free to chat away in the chat menu and tell me where it actually is, because I'm struggling. Okay. That looks the same to me. Normally I'm pretty good at these things, but I'm stumped on this one. That's there, that's there, that's there. The little dot's there, that's there. Let's look at the bottom section. Seems to be all there. That's this section I'm looking at now. This is the section where the red little cursor thing is, the circle. That's where I'm looking, comparing. Everything seems to be the same. Am I trying too hard to see it? That's my issue I may have. Okay, so that's there, that's there. This is, all these marks seem to be there. These marks are there. That mark is there. There's three of those. There's only a mark there. That's a piece missing there. We'll have to probably look at the guy. Is the guy missing anything? Okay, so start up the rope. We'll start the rope. The rope seems to be the same. Coming down the rope seems to be the same. The notches are the same. The hair's the same. head t-shirt. Dot in the arms there, that little dot there is there, the arm is dark. Going down the feet, that's there, feet's... Oh, it's all fucking there, isn't it? Seriously, where is it? Can anyone see the difference I'm looking at? Is it that obvious that I can't see it, or is it that hard that I can't see it? It's either way, isn't it? Shit. And yet some people will play this game and zoom straight past it like, that was easy. And I'm just not seeing it at all. I'm not seeing it at all. Yeah. Okay, so it's definitely not there. I'm still starting to think it's behind my broadcast bar, so I'm gonna... Okay, welcome back, Grizzly. Welcome back, but I'm still trying to find this damn section. The difference. I can't see the difference, eh? Let's have a look. The broadcast bar is disappeared now, so I can see behind it. It seems to be all there. It really does seem to be all there. What a struggle this is. Seriously, what a struggle. I can't find the last difference. And then even though that I'm going to fail it, I've saved it, I can do it again, I'll just be back in the problem. I can't see the last difference. And there's probably like 1,000 people just smashing on their phones or their computer screen saying, it's just right there, man. Can't you see that? Well, if you are one of those people doing that, I'm begging you to tell me right on chat now. Just type it away and tell me where it is. Or just call me an idiot. Either way, I'm happy. But just tell me where it is. Because I can't see it. I've got 2 errors left, 1 difference to find, and I can't do it. I don't have the power. Maybe I have to stand up and look at it. No, that's not helping. These dots are here. All 3 dots are there. There's a small little dot here. We've already done the dots though. That dot there, like a minute little dot on the screen. But all there. They're all little dots that I could see it there. It's not going to be behind the... I have a feeling it could be on him. That's what I was thinking too. Like, they've done the background. Why wouldn't they do something on the actual guy that's necked himself or being necked? So, I'm looking. Oh, there it is there. There it is there. Good work, Grizzly. Good work, buddy. It was just a little cross. Just a little cross that may look like a T or a sword. But, yeah. Oh, whoop. We're going back. Let's just go back. Hey, over here, there's a camera on the ground. Looks like the camera doesn't contain any clues. At least not anymore. It's broken. It's a very expensive one. Yeah, how much? My father gave me one just like it last year. It retails for over 15,000 euros. Seriously? Ricardo was either a professional or incredibly rich. Why do you say that? It's not customary for an ordinary enthusiast to be able to afford such expensive equipment, much less carry it around. 15,000 euros isn't a trivial sum. I'll be reluctant to take it out of him. I'll be reluctant to take it out if I were him. Well, that or put it in a safe of some sort of where I'm not using it. But I guess it's easy enough to replace for a tycoon. New clue added. What's the clues? What we'll do is while we're here, we're going to save there. Gotta keep my saves up, guys. It appears the memory card is still inside. It managed to photograph the murderer. We should get... Hey, not this again. We need to couple it with the local authorities this time. Spoil spot. I can't have my partners becoming a hypocrite, you know. You pass the memory card along to Fanty, who shows it's a member of the forensic team. They have a netbook. What? They have a netbook with them. Netbook? It's got a notebook, buddy. So they're able to access it immediately. This is a Palillo. What? Palillo Goofy killed Ricardo? Fanty steps aside to let the Brando take a look. Well, there's a specific picture where it's taken the scene of crime. It's probably happened just a few hours ago, before even or less. Palillo looks startled. It's almost like he was it's almost like this was taken just as it's caught in the act. It's suspicious to say at least. Your suspicion rises where Palillo Goofy is nowhere to be found. New clue added. Declaring that is enough for tonight, you return home to your room and close your eyes, hoping that the Sandman won't forget you. Mr. Sandman, bring me the fears, bring me the cutest girls you ever... Oh, I don't know how the song goes. Another day of investigation work officially passes by. Day 2, trying to figure out exactly what's going on here. Achievement unlocked. Day 2. Grizzly, the weather here is crazy right now. It's 75 degrees today and I started snowing out of nowhere. Oh, really? Today it's boiling here. It's like really hot and humid. The last few days here in Queensland, Australia have been boiling and very muggy, like high humidity. And I'm sitting here on a leather couch just sticking to it. This morning after, you receive a call from Anatassi, who has already been informed of everything. He has many friends among the police. Okay, so you found an incredibly expensive but broken camera on the ground and by below Ricardo's dead body. The likelihood of it being rich is high when you consider the quality of the camera. We found pictures depicting Paolo as the camera's memory card. They were taken on the right of Ricardo's death. This quality isn't great, but Paolo is clearly recognizable. He has a scared look on his face. I still can't believe Paolo did that. I've known him for a long time, and he's never seemed to sort of murder someone. He was a little eccentric and overall found a phenomenal, but otherwise good boy who did his job well. I feel the same way, Paolo. He's not that sort of person I could call a criminal. Well provided with an update as soon as possible. Can. Did you speak to Massimo Fanti yet? Yes, I found it interesting that he saw Lucia, Ricardo's wife, talking to Paolo several times earlier afternoon. Don't know where I got morning from. It's not something we can simply sweep under the rug. If we wish to speak to Lucia, we can find her at the police station. They're questioning her as we speak. She is still in shock over just what happened. I told the police to leave their doors open to you. You should have complete access to anything they might discover. Good luck with your investigation. I will speak to you when I have more time to spare. Thank you, Roberto. Okay, now we're going to select the location. Okay, so we can go to Vera Anatassi, your client's home, the police station, the church, the hospital. Oh, where the whole? We skip some stuff. The coffee shop, the hospital, town square, and the souvenir shop, and that's the last one up here, the castle. So we're going to go to the cop station first. Policeman, stop! Where are you going? Get down! We're detectives Blanc and Mackay. We have Anastasia permission to come here and question Lucia. Blanc and Mackay, huh? We heard about you guys. As you can see, she's in a state of shock. You got clearance, but remember to go easy on her. Of course. You open the door to the interrogation room. Oh, that took a while to get out, didn't it? Hello, Lucia. I'm Vera, and this is my colleague, Detective Brandon. God, everyone's got a busty rack on this game, doesn't they? The juror must love him. Hi. As a model who has travelled around the world with photo shoots, Lucia is well acquainted with foreign languages. You have a little trouble understanding her. Can we ask you some questions? Yes. Okay, ask her about Palu. We were staying at the time of... I remember seeing you yesterday. We were talking to Palu. Lucia taps her foot against the floor. You people are sure asking the same questions. You are horrible at reading the atmosphere, aren't you? Show some sympathy. Lucille, calm down. I just lost my husband and you have to go to tell me to calm down? The police have no business neglecting my emotions. I'm suffering here. How could you accuse me of having an affair with an insignificant, stupid Paolo? What a strong reaction. Does she hate Paolo? Haven't you seen me? Do I look like someone who would fall in love with a busboy? Not to mention one who is 5 years younger than me? I guess not. Agree. You have a point. You have a point. Okay, let's ask about Ricardo. He was the best man I've ever met. Have you any idea why he met Paolo at the night of the place? Yes, I already told the police the spot where you found Ricardo's body. There's a beautiful view of the town. Yeah, the view is pretty stunning. Paolo was really enjoying it yesterday evening. I think Rata spent more time chatting with Paolo than during the dinner. He was eager to take some pictures of the sunset. And you didn't go with him? No, I had a very bad headache and took some pills. I went to Bentley shortly after dinner. Ricardo told me he was going to check on the place with Paolo, so I opted for the rest. I thought he was safe, but I couldn't have imagined that. So I don't reckon that Paolo guy killed him. I reckon that ghost killed him and Paolo got scared and ran away and he took the picture of Paolo running away. It's not like that, guys. Lucilla bites her lips and tears up well up. Her speech was a little rough, but you could tell she felt anguished over the loss of her husband. New clue added. Let's save it. Let's save it here. Okay, let's read her mind. Ooh, okay, we start with A. And some E's. Okay, what's... I... I reckon L. And we'll do a B for believe. I. Okay, I something believe that. Okay. What's that one? So I something believe that. Okay, Grizzly. Thank you for popping past, buddy. I really appreciate you. Hope to see you more often. Hope to see you. I'll be on tomorrow, hopefully sometime. So I hope to see you then, buddy. Take care. Look after yourself, hey? Thanks for popping by, Grizzly Gamer. Number 2. Okay, so I something believe that... I something... What? Do you reckon R's? R, you reckon or not? S. We do S. No S. Shit. C. I caught. Okay, so we've got attempts left. 1. Shit. ICA T. What the hell's that? God, I suck at this stuff. I something. And it's one of these letters that's not grayed out. I don't know what this is at all. I just need one more letter. What could it be? O. P. I cannot... We do N? There we go. I cannot believe that Paolo. God, once again, we passed it, but God, I suck at it. I'm going to save it real quick. I cannot believe that Paolo is really doing this to my Ricardo. You exit the interrogation room just to officer from before passes by. How'd it go? Poor woman, she really broken. I think there's more to it than that. She's hiding something. Like what? I'm not sure yet. Well, let us know if you guys figure something out. Anyway, Natasha asked us to pass along whatever info we found to you. We had Lucia test and the results confirmed that she took some sleeping pills yesterday. That's a relief, at least that part of her story was true. We are still conducting clues and examining Ricardo's body. We should have the results ready by tomorrow. Good. We will come back tomorrow then. Oh, sorry. Good, we'll come back tomorrow then. Let's go to the coffee shop. What do you have in mind? Cannot you guess? The marmaid, Guido. Oh, that guy, right? I remember him. We had quite an audience that day. I really appreciate you stripping in front of him. Hey, it was too hard, and it wasn't stripping. If you can't control yourself, it's not my fault. Anyway, what I mean is that we seem to know a lot more about everyone. A good place to start, I think. Not a bad idea. The Roid Boy. Roid Rage. A bell jingles you into the coffee shop. Galudo doesn't look up, face twisted with anger. Greet him. Hey, Guido. Doesn't say a thing. Something wrong? Palo, I known him since he was a young boy. I cannot believe he killed someone. That's his voice. Sorry, guys. How do you not find out? Word spread fast and we're good friend of Massimo's and... Look, we're investigating this matter. Can you help us? We seem to be a popular guy. Ask away. So did you see Palo around? I haven't. Palo lived... I won't live to see another face once I get my hands on him. Whoa, calm down. He killed a recently wed man on his honeymoon. I saw Lucille enter the police station this morning. She was crying. Do you have any idea what she's going through? Murder isn't forgivable. Exactly right. I won't let him go unpunished. Leave it to me. I'll find something worthwhile. I will conduct the police immediately to let you know. Thanks. Listen, I know you might sound crazy, but we saw the ghost. Go on. We believe the ghost had something to do with what happened. Really? What of it? Maybe he forced Polo to kill Ricardo. He isn't agreeing, but he's not disagreeing either. You know Polo for a long time, and he's was a good boy. That's exactly what I said. I'm not Polo, but I believe the existence of ghosts. I must admit, however, that was what I said had some merit. This is exactly like that one movie, The Exorcist. He was possessed. Brendan hides a smile behind his fingers. You've got a trivia mixed up. She was possessed by the devil, not a ghost. Doesn't matter, it's all the same to me. I'm convinced. Ask about Nassie Goring. Nassie Goring, I'm damn hungry now. Vera, what can you tell me about the old man, Nassie? He's really a lunatic, isn't he? He's really a lunatic, isn't he? He's always been like that. He's been that way for as long as I know of him. He's admitted to the mental health hospital where he was a boy. Really? Yes, was an earthquake. What earthquake? A big one. It happened 30 years ago, I think, or maybe was 40. I'm getting old. Anyway, I was saying, it's destroyed many buildings around here. The mental hospital didn't collapse, but it wasn't safe anymore, so they let the patients out. Where's the building? Here, I've marked it on your map. Okay, we've got a new location. Clues added to the hospital. What? Oh, sorry, what? They just let them out? That's transferred the most serious cases of their structures to the region. They're recent harmless ones. People like Nassie. He's still broke and lives in a sort of shack in the woods nearby. Most people here offer to him free food to try to help him when they can. New clue added. Okay, we should go visit the mental hospital and see if we can get a chat with Nassie. I'm always up for a little socializing. So we're gonna save it. We're gonna save it on this one now. Keep the saves up so hopefully we don't stuff it up, eh? Okay, where's the hospital? There we go. Okay, so I'm lost with the castle, souvenir shop. That's it there. The abandoned building, sorry guys. You arrive at the front of the mental hospital. It seems deserted, and there are several cracks over the exterior walls. There's a warning sign out front of it. I don't think it's safe to go inside. Besides, it seems empty. You've got a point. For now, let's stay clear of this place. Well, that was simple. Okay, select another location. The woods. We haven't got anything in the woods, I don't think. Town square. Souvenir shop. Let's go to the souvenir shop. Okay, you arrive in front of the souvenir shop. A steady stream of tourists pours in and out of the building, but there's a little line that shows no sign of shortening. Looks like the ghost story brought a lot of tourists. Don't forget the reputation of their food and wine. This town is a perfect tourist trap. You try a quick look inside. The store employees are busy restocking shelves and dealing with customers. Most of them don't seem to acknowledge the day's workload. The news of the murder has just attracted even more people than usual. You step back and realize that someone has been glaring at you. People sure take a souvenir shopping seriously. I was just looking. I wasn't planning to cut in line. Let's go somewhere else. It's impossible to enter now. Agreed. Okay, so where can we go now? Okay, so the police station would be the church. Let's go to the church. You arrive at the romantic church in the outskirts of town. This place is really nice, isn't it? The town is swarming with arts and culture. It's pretty, about the unbearable heat. Are you thinking of what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about her stupid again. Do you even have to ask? Let's take a break from the inside of the church. The church is particularly empty. Only a few people are sitting inside. You can hardly believe how cool it's inside indoors. Thankfully, they're repetitive from the sun's intense rays. You spent half an hour admiring the church decor. Okay, that was simple. Town square. We haven't been to town square in a bit. The first thing you notice upon entering the town square is the water fountain surrounded by shady trees. The structure looks like a godsend. The sound of pouring water soothes your spirits. Hey, builders! Take a break, you clown! Take a break! Welcome, builders. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Pro! Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm playing Vera Blanc, Ghost in the Castle. It's brought to me by the amazing people at Ratalaika Games, ratalaikagames.com. It's getting released tomorrow, guys, or Friday. I should say Friday. It's getting released Friday, which is tomorrow for me. Hey, Faclarian, welcome. I do appreciate the raid as well. Everyone that came in the raid. Hey, Woofy, sorry I didn't see you before. I was too busy reading. Woof hug, thank you, Woof. Thank you for the thank you for that. And once again, Pro, thank you for the raid. I do appreciate it. I try to catch your streams, but every time you're streaming, I'm either asleep or busy. Because of our time difference, I do apologise. I'll try to catch you next stream, buddy. I do appreciate it, though. My dates, it's 12 p.m. 12 p.m. on Thursday. Is it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Thursday afternoon, 12 p.m. It's going good at the moment. I'm working from home today, so I'm just doing a little bit of streaming in the meantime. How are you doing, Pro? And how was everyone else doing? Once again, guys, I appreciate everyone coming here. And if you like what you see, please feel free to hit that heart follow button. I do appreciate. Builders, wait for that bloody phone to ring. Yeah, builders, it's rung a few times already. Damn work phone. Now that you said it, it's probably going to ring. Pro kept stealing my cookies. What type of cookies are they? Chocolate chip cookies? Something? The second thing you notice is a group of teenagers chatting under one of the trees. You recognise Bernie amongst them. Brandon McKay, are you sure you want to talk to those teenagers again? I haven't decided. Maybe they know Paolo. Bah, I think it's a complete waste of time. But if you want to try, I won't stop you. Let's just talk to the teenagers. Chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip cookies. Sounds fascinating, Dark Wolf. And Vera says, hi, boys. Flippo Bernie. Vera, it's always a pleasure to see you. The boys rush to make themselves look more presentable, only to promptly give up once they see Brennan next to her. Because Vera's got a massive rack, right, guys? And so the teenagers want to get on Vera's good side. Boy says, oh, it's the old guy. Brennan doesn't bother to hide his mutual respect. You had to jinx, Marble Builders. If it rings now, we know why. It's either Builders pranking me, or he just jinxed me. I'm pleased as a punch to see you brats again. Brandon, please. I suppose you want to talk about Paolo. Yes, do you know him? Yeah. And let me set the record straight. I'm not his friend. Can't stand the guy, to be honest. And? As much as I dislike the guy, I can't see him ever considering murder. He doesn't have the guts. Sure, he's kind of weird and into horror. Don't get me started on his slasher films, but that doesn't make him a killer. He's harmless. Heck, a girl wouldn't have a problem beating him up in an arm wrestling match. Builders, Dark Wolf Truth, he takes at least 3 calls per stream. He loves it. Builders, that's on a bad day. On a good day, I take a lot more calls. And I don't love it. It's work, but it has to be done. It has to be done. Pro, I gotta go grab stuff from dinner, my guy. I'll be lurking. Have a great stream. Your narration is 20 out of 10, by the way. Thank you for the kind words, Pro. And once again, buddy, thank you for the raid. And once again, guys, if you enjoy what you see, and even if you don't what you see, and you just want to help out a guy, please feel free to hit that follow button. And if you're watching back on my YouTube channel, hit the sub button, guys. I do appreciate it. Let's get back to the game. This game's brought to you by Ratalaika Games, or ratalaikagames.com. I'm playing it today on my Xbox Series X. But it's available for the PS4 and Nintendo Switch as well. Builders, the side of the beer pallet, what do you do? Builders, we ran out of whiskey, what do you do? And we go to the shops and we buy some more, builders. And we take beers with us on the way, so we enjoy the ride. Okay, new clue added. This guy's got more, look at these. He's got tattoos, his hair's got like a tied back, he's got earrings and piercings all through. I thought you boys all loved horror movies. Yeah, but we were downright factual about it. He doesn't even begin to describe it, and he had a collection of books about occupancy and such stuff. You sure know a lot about him, considering what he said. He's not a friend of mine. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Guy isn't too popular. But he should have some buddies hanging around the area. You know what they are. Say losers flock together. You laughed quietly, and Bernie exchanged a smug with one of his friends. I see well. I appreciate your cooperation. Bye. Bernie goes slack-jawed, your playful dismissal. Wait, don't you want to talk? You heard the lady. See you later, cud. Okay, we'll select another location. We might just jack up a save on this. Gotta keep my saves up. If I don't jack up the saves, it will happen like the first game we played and we'll die and we have to start all over again. Or we'll save at a part where I kept on dying. So I'd reload it and die, reload it and die. So the game was just, it was just stuffed. Okay, so where are we going? Let's go to the client's home. You arrive in front of Anastasia's villa. The gardener comes to greet you with unfortunate news. Roberto is not here. He's conducting business outside the town. I see. Sorry for disturbing you. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the map. Maybe we should just go back to the house. So, what do we do now? Looking for clues is a good start. We should ask the locals for information and look out for anything suspicious. Look, there's a group of farmers there. They must be in charge of cultivating produce of the... I can't pronounce that word. See, Vera's freaking, she's wearing some stuff that just gets all the locals going. Builders, maybe Vera undid some buttons. We should get more info. Builders, you missed it part before. She was in her lingerie and she had a busty rack just hanging out. If Mikey was here, he'd be lost for words. Yes? Do you understand me? A little. No problem. I talk Italian then. Let's not make it this painful. Oh, you speak pretty well. Fluently even. Thank you. We are collaborating the local police. The murder correct is terrible. I'm afraid we don't know anything about him or his spouse. What about Paolo? He was shy. We don't know much about him either. We might learn more for the people in his age range. You know, the kids are. Right, thank you for your time. Okay, we're back to the map. So where do we go to find some stuff about his age? The castle? Let's go to the castle. The castle was impressive. Yes, it really is a majestic. Tommaso Lonini. Who is this dude? I'm glad you got a most precious moment. Oh, sorry, we didn't see you, mister. Tommaso Lonini. I serve as a castle Canadian guide. It's a family tradition. My father and grandfather both held the same job. Can we take a look inside? That won't be possible. Visiting hours just ended. But come back tomorrow and I'll be glad to help you. He leads you to the exit before I argue with him. I know you were hired to investigate the ghost. Mr. Anatashi told me about you. But rules are rules. I'm sure you can wait until tomorrow. Let's read his mind. Let's have a bit of a go at that. Okay, so we'll go with A. E. I. Okay, we'll go at N. Anatashi. Okay, so... Done? Builders, she probably got all hot and bothered because he kicked her out. See, the game's based in Italy, so apparently it's really, really, really high. Really, really hot. And, high. And so she was running around chasing a ghost. A so-called ghost in her lingerie. with her busty rack hanging out, and yeah, she's got a massive rack, and she's a multi-millionaire. I think her dad bought her a rack, so if Mikey was here, he'd enjoy it. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy yourself too, builders. I'm enjoying it. Okay, so we've got to like read this guy's mind. It's like those little game shows. You got to guess what the sentence is by guessing the words. I really suck at this type of stuff. I got his name though. I something and Atashi something. So if anyone knows what this is, please feel free to chat it out in the chat. Just type it out in the chat, guys. We'll have a go at it together. Get the chat involved in the game. So please feel free to voice your opinion. Okay. So the letters that I've already done are the ones that are highlighted white. And we get 3 attempts as well. So we get three wrongs. So if anyone wants to say what they think it might be, more valves. O, we can do an O. There we go. There's an O for builders. So it's given us two O's. So the second and third word. A W for builders. There we go. So we know it's a H there. So the last one's a H. So I'm gonna go L. Oh no, it's no L. No L's. I thought it was gonna be whole. It'll be a P. I've rushed to it. I hope Anastasia, and it'll be a, what do you reckon, a K? You reckon it's a K? There we go, it's a K. I jumped to the conclusion for some reason I didn't read. I always, when I do these type of things, I don't read the sentence out to myself. I just try to guess the words, and then I just stuff it up. But that's me. But Builders, he knows what he's doing. He solved it for us all. Anyone else wants to contribute to the next one, please feel free to just voice your opinion. I hope Anastasia knows what he's doing by giving such people full access to our precious whole castle. This man has nothing to hide besides his temper. New clue added. I suggest to visit the church of St. Augustus or cemetery of the other side of town. New location, okay. Why are those places in particular? The church is attractive, and yet they're grown tired of the romantic style. If churches are not your taste, the graveyard is a home to a beautiful stone sculptures. I see well. We're not really on a holiday here. What my companion meant to say was, we're going to do a girl's voice. We'll take a look anyway. Thanks. Okay, so now let's go look for the graveyard. Where's that? It's down the bottom here. The cemetery. Okay, here we are, guys. We've arrived. Vera Blanc. Wow, this place looks old. And surprisingly big. There's much at least 100 graves here. What are we looking for exactly? I'm just going to get a drink, guys. It might be a second. I'm just here. Ah, it's better. After doing all these different voices, it really makes your voice all raspy after a while. Just have a bit of a stretch and a bit of a readjustment. It's hot today. Is it hot where you are, builders? Here on the Gold Coast, buddy, it's a bit of a stinker today. It's not hot as yesterday. Yesterday was damn hot. Australia Day was boiling here. But it's a bit overcast, and we did have a bit of a rain this morning, so it's like 100% humidity. It's nice and cool, eh? Whereabouts are you? Are you in Sydney or near Sydney? It's near Sydney, isn't it? I think it is, isn't it? And Mikey's, I know where Mikey is in Victoria, but it's funny because Mikey's in Victoria, you're in Sydney, I'm on the Gold Coast. We're all in 3 different states. So when I go to service, we will meet at Cuban Cafe at the coffee rack. 3 shots. 3? Why stop at 3? I don't go to surface. What are we looking here exactly? Okay, so do you remember Anastasia telling us about his family? Still in my head, yeah. Maybe we discover something. I doubt it, but I guess it doesn't hurt to look around. Let's quickly save it, okay? We're gonna save it here. I'll look at the link in a sec. Let's have a look at the link that that Builders just linked us. Let's have a look. Might be a second, guys. For some reason, it's not loading. Okay, now it's loading. It just took its while. Okay. Ooh, shit. What's that on the front cover there? I'm looking at this some sort of you got some sort of seafood dish where you've got like I think it's calamari, some mussels, some prawns. I think it's on a bed of rice on a sizzling plate. I think that's a slice of lemon in the background with some sort of herb. I think it's fresh thyme. I think that looks like fresh thyme and a chili. We are passionate about a genuine, friendly Cuban hospitality. Fuck, I've got to go here. Rum bar. Ooh, cracking, eh? Chevron Residence Shopping Centre. So it's dead smack in surface. I drink all the different coffees and roll out for the day or night on town. Great food and drinks. So they make good coffees there as well, eh? I love going to different places and trying different coffees, but I can never find a really, really good coffee. So normally my go-to coffee at the moment is Foster and Black. Have you tried Foster and Black? They make pretty good coffees. It's a small franchise getting around. We've only got 2 of them on the Gold Coast that I know of. One's at Pacific Fair and one's at Coomera. Foster and Black. If you ever come across a Foster and Black, try them out. They're not bad. But I'll have to try this Cuban place for some coffee, some Cuban coffee. I do. I like to try different coffees. You know, they're different. It's like trying a different crafted beer. You know, I don't go to the coffee club to try coffees or Starbucks or any of those massive franchises. I always find they taste the same. So I like to try the coffees from places that are, you know, small little coffee shops, because they always tend to have the different tasting coffees. This is what I like. I don't know about everyone else. If I'm in a mood for a coffee, I need a coffee, I will, you know, have to go to Starbucks or something like that. But if I have a choice, I'll prefer not to. It's like having a beer. If I have a choice, I'll have a craft beer. But if I just need a beer, like if there's no other choice, then I'll go a Heineken or a Corona or something like that. Okay, let's get back. I doubt it, but it doesn't guess. I guess it doesn't hurt to look around. You carefully look at the image of the screen and identify 6 differences. Okay, so now we're going to find 6 differences on this, guys. Spot the differences in the mini game. Be penalized. Okay, we'll save it here again. Last time we played the differences, guys, it was pretty hard to spot. But we know there's one there. We'll do the quick ones real quick. If you see any differences, guys, probably feel free to poke them out. I'm rushing through it right now. That's I've got 2 differences left, and we know there's one just here. And the last one, guys, where's the last difference? Just looking. Always get stuck in the last one, of course. Okay, so the last difference is just here. Okay, that was a simple one. Very simple. Bottom left of the circle. Thank you, builders. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for helping. The last one we did, the first one of the spot the differences, I just could not find it. I was in there for like 10 minutes trying to find this damn. All it was a little cross that kind of marked the line and made it look like a T, and I just couldn't see this T shape. I only had to find 4 differences in that one, but god damn, the last one was impossible. Hey, over there, found something interesting. What is it? Looks like a family tomb. Brendan kneels down and started examining the tomb. Now that's interesting. Did you check the photos? No, why? Apparently, Roberto's father's married another woman. He's had 2 girls. Good on him. Oh, it's true. He didn't tell us about that. Look, this is even more interesting. The second wife, Elena, is positioned above Maria. Yes, I recognize the persons on the bottom. The picture is the same as the portrait in Roberto's living room. Did Marco Artisi want to distance himself from Maria? I am not sure. Maybe it's coming to put your second wife next to you. Weird. Here, Roberto order. If you ask me, I think we're missing something. Oh, that's a guy talking. Sorry. New clue added. Select the location. We'll have to go. I think we're going to go to the manor. Let's just see if he's home. Okay, we arrive back at the manor. Okay, the man. He's conducting business outside town. I'm sorry, disturbing you. We're back. Be right back, dog. Thank you, builders. Okay. Take your time, buddy. Take your time. Where should we go? I think, didn't 2 things get unlocked before? The cemetery is there. Church is there. What's this place in the corner? A hospital. Should we go to the hospital? Let's just try it, eh? Okay, there's no reason to go there. Okay, let's just... Okay, no reason to go. We'll go back to our little hotel. If I can ever find my way back to it. Okay, so they... Okay, town square. You're visiting town square, burning in the red tag group. I've already a pummel of that family old man. What's going on over there? Let's take a closer look. Okay. You psycho, get away from me! Okay, this is Nassie. Nassie's here. I heard her. And soon you heard her too. Her? The ghost is a man, idiot. Rest over there, kids. That's your children. Should take a nap. Bertie wags his finger at Brendan. Oh, look at the big detective. He's playing a big bad. The bad boy. He impresses his cute partner. Ah, poor fool. Now I'm really getting tired of you. Brendan smiles and doesn't make the expression. Let's go. I don't want no trouble with the police. Okay, this is, Nassie, everything alright? Nassie tips his hat. Don't lala. I grew up getting knocked and picked on. I'm used to it. Someone should teach those boys a lesson. Calm down, Brendan. Nassie, we overheard the conversation. What was it about? They didn't believe me, but I know it's true. What is the truth exactly? The ghost, she spoke to me. She? Of course the ghost of a woman, a beautiful woman who binds those who try to see her. Maybe it's one of the wives, the dead wife. New clue added? How do you know it's a woman? Sorry for my skepticism, but how do you know the ghost is a woman? Because she spoke to me. Her voice was so sweet. She was more like an angel than a ghost to me. Oh, that's a pretty stupid thing to ask. Did you see the ghost? No, she only spoke to me. Well, maybe it wasn't. Look, that might sound crazy, but we saw the ghost. Where? In the... I can't pronounce that word. We tried to run after her, but... Nassie chuckles knowingly. She won't let you see unless she wants something from you. Something... What does she want? She didn't tell me, I'm sorry. What did the ghost tell you exactly? I can't tell you. I can't tell anyone. I promise to stay silent. But... I don't want to anger the ghost. I don't know what she is capable of. Nassie gives a 3-finger salute. I can only tell you one thing. The ghost will speak to some other people soon. Very soon. Keep your eyes open. New clue added. Good luck with your investigation. Another day of investigation work officially passes by. Okay, day 3. Trying to figure out exactly what's going on here. Okay, guys. Let's, we better do a save. Okay, where should we save? We'll save here. There we go. Do a little bit more. Vera, I don't know, it's a bit early, but are you awake? I certainly am. It's impossible to sleep in this heat. Did something happen? So Vera's got her tits out now, hopefully. She's in a 90, but we'll soon see. I got a call from my brother yesterday asking before we go into bed. Sorry guys, I'm just hiccuping. Don't know why. He sounded apologetic about Leon's behaviour. And you told him to refuse to show the castle? Not a peep from me. Maybe our Leo told him something. Just how does Anasashi know so much about everyone? Is he an information broker? Beats me anyway. He said that today we can visit the castle. He also suggested we talk to Regi, the owner of the souvenir shop near the castle. Why? He said that Regi might know something about Palo Goofy. Thanks for letting me know. I'll see you after I get dressed. What are we having for breakfast? Don't be eager about covering up. People, especially men, seem more eager to speak to us when you're lightly dressed. Besides, it's still hot out. Pretty beneficial, shouldn't you say? I speak from purely a professional perspective, of course. Very funny. I pity I can't say the same about you and women. Tachi, I'll be waiting for you in the main hall. After a delicious breakfast, you're ready to start another day of investigation. Okay, select the location. So we're going to go to the castle, guys. Good day, Miss Vera. Oh, good day, Miss Vera. Sorry, I can't remember his voice. There's so many people I can't remember his voice, so we'll do that one. Good day to you, too. Can we explore the castle now? Absolutely, please follow me. The entrance is a very interesting story behind it. It is said that... Psst, psst, Vera. Yes? We didn't come here to earn credits towards a degree in castology, and we're after any clues. I know, sorry, I gave Brendan the girl's voice. I know, but how can I explain that to him? We need to figure out what way to grab his attention. Oh, is that a guest book? You hate guest books, but anything is better than listening to Leone. Both you and Brendan particularly dive towards the distraction. Brendan adds a flourish to his signature in the form of caricature of himself. There we go. The castle were vulnerable with my autograph. Hey, what is that? You look over Brendan's shoulder at the point of one of the signatures. Leona leans over from the other side with a frown. Is there something upset of the guest book? I hope it's not one of those teenagers defacing with their crude slang. No, it's nothing like that, Mr. Leone. Leona continues to partake without acknowledging your denial. Look, Brendan, their name, Eva Neary. Oh, it's Eva's back in the game. What? That's so weird about it. It's just a name. Look closer. There's a long strand of black hair on the page. And doesn't that name Eva strike a chord? You mean that woman we met in Germany on the train? Her name was Eva Blanc. You don't remember? Are you proposing that Visa might be the same person? It might be nothing more of a coincidence, but my sixth sense tells me there's a possibility. A similar name and a long black hair, I'm not sure, but I'll buy it. We can't always rely on Hal Sanchez, you know. What? Why so surprised? The hair is turned into ashes in my hand. The strand of hair you have plucked from the page has just replaced by a small pile of ashes. This is crazier. Don't tell me there's another weirdo with the same name running around. Eva, I remember what that woman... Interest sparked by the name Eva, Leone pauses as he remembers that he re-enters the conversation. Did you notice anything a bit strange about her? She was... His face pickens. Forgive me for being blunt. She was incredibly sexy. Her beauty was otherworldly. See? It must have been her. Look, no offense, but you do realize there was another attractive woman besides you and Eva, right? The frontness of his stare would have frozen Brendan's mid-sentence had he been looking. You still remember how Eva had captivated Brendan when he met her on the train with Ref. Let's just do this one, then we're going to reading some lines. She didn't do anything unfortunate. His voice drops the end of his sentence. You don't look so good. Just thinking about her makes me... Leona screams, visibly embarrassed by his reaction. Just thinking about her seems to make him sexually excited. I can't seem to control myself. I have never met such a shame in my whole life. Don't worry, I felt the same way when I first met... Ouch. Your elbow branded in the stomach. Ha ha ha, you were amazing. I was just joking. Don't change the subject. We're talking to Tomish now. I was simply amused with this guy. Haven't you heard of two peas in a pod? Let's read his mind. Here we go, guys. So we'll go for some A's. There's always some A's and some E's. So we know that the first one's Eva. Some T's. We'll go O. Anyone that's watching want to care to chime in? Just feel free to say what you were thinking, guys. So we've got Eva. We've done a T, so that that's not going to be the. Me. Something me. Something. So anyone that's watching the stream right now, please feel free to tell me what you... So either she, something H word, what's the H word you reckon? I really do suck at this. The last one. Okay, we got some B's, some C's. We can do some C's maybe. N's. H. Go D. Didn't. We know it's N. Okay, so... No, it's a W. Either she, something, me. I didn't want to. she's... Oh, fuck, what's that one? Thank hypnotized. What's that word? And where's the last word? Where is it? I can't see the last letter I'm gonna put there. Oh, there it is, there. Sorry guys, I couldn't find Y for hypnotized. I couldn't see it! Okay, so we did it without stuffing that up. That's good. Eva, she hypnotized me. I didn't want to give her full access to the castle. Full access to the castle? I need to put pressure on him now to make him tell us everything. Let's just save it, and we'll save it here. Why did she sign the guest book? Let's do this one. I am an outstanding employee. I was alert as always. You are sure about that? Or were you distracted looking at her? Looney adjusts his glasses. I might have been a little distracted. I have no clue. Why do people sign guest books to begin with? Maybe she wanted to let us know that she was here. Why? I don't know. It could be some sort of warning. I'm watching you. Something like that. When did she come? Let me think about that. Yesterday? Yes, it was just shortly after you left. What? The castle was off limits. Sorry, the castle was off limits, but you let her enter? Talk about unfair. I guess he's a sucker for a cute face. No, she wasn't specific. Why do you ask? You gave her full access to the castle, didn't you? Well, what? That's forbidden. Tommaso drops his arms to his sides to get into his feet. There's no point in lying. I just couldn't resist her. What did you do? She explored the whole castle, but she spent most of her time in the southwest tower. Any clue why? She only said that it was the best spot to be if you needed a bird's eye view of the town. I think she wanted more than a good view. She must have been searching for something. What that something is, I have no clue. I don't think she found it, though. You clue at it? All right, if you ever met a girl again, call the police immediately. She is dangerous. Yes. Wait. Yes. Please don't tell Mr. Anastasia I love my job. I don't want to be fired. He is your boss? He isn't, but I don't want to put my position at risk. He has enough power to indirectly fire me should the mood strike. Don't worry, Mum's the word as long as you promise to keep your word. I promise. Now, show us the place she visited. Okay, this way, please. What is it? Did you find something? Yes, on the ground, a chunk of hair. Evil again? She is suffering some premature baldness. Can't be serious for a minute. It's a white hair. Hopefully this one will turn out to be ashes in a few seconds. Fantasizing. I thought I had a good vision, but I guess it takes more than a low prescription to be that's perceptive. You clue at it? You think we could just give it to the police? What for? All I do is compare it to DNA to someone else. We have nobody to compare it to. What about her? Your friend Anna. Brendan stars in the mention of his former girlfriend. Yes, the FBI agent with a huge database of DNA samples. I could call her to ask to cooperate the local police. Alright, I think we can do it with this. You clue at it? Let's go back to the station we can. You enjoy a further tour, blah blah blah. You get your tits out the window. This is a southwest tower, right? Precisely. Eva went here for a good look, outside. Blah, blah, blah. Eva went there and looked outside just like you. The view is impressive. The view is impressive, but you can't see the whole town from here. I recognize something of the buildings, and it's Guido's coffee shop. It's closer to the police station than I thought. And there's our... Oh, yeah, that word I can't pronounce. You feel a chill crawl down your spine. Brendan in the tray looks filled with uncertainty and fear. Eva can observe all your actions from here. You should dare to leave the tower and resume your radiation. If Eva wants to watch you, it's her business. All you can do is wood. Okay, we'll go to the cop station. Yes? Or yes? Do you have anything new to report? Lucilla didn't say anything else. We let her go, but she can't leave town for now. Her condition hasn't improved, I think. Quite the opposite, really. Some weird new clues concerning Ricardo's just came into a little while ago. Mind clarifying what you mean by weird? Ah, got a phone call, guys. We'll be back in just a jiffy. Bear with me for a second. Oh, it won't be a second, sorry. Okay, guys, I'm back. I do apologize for the phone call. Let's catch up on the chat. Sorry, Jericho. I love these. I live these types. I love these types of games. I think that's what you meant. I might get it. I did purchase the other Vera game you played, or you streamed to. Ah, good, good, Jericho. Yeah. Well, if you like these type of visual novel games with like their comic book style art, it's always a good. It's always good to sit down and just chill out and play it. Once again, guys, this game's been supplied to me by Ratalaika Games, ratalaikagames.com. Please just click on the link that's always been posted in my chat window. It's available for the Nintendo Switch, the PS4, and the Xbox One. Today, I'm playing on the Xbox One playing on the Xbox Series X via Xbox One backwards compatibility. I did play the first Vera Blanc game on the PS4. If you guys want to watch that on the YouTube channel as well. Yeah, so big shout out to Ratalaika Games for supplying me the game. It gets released on Friday this week, which should be, I have no idea what the date is today. So the date here in Australia at the moment is, what is the damn date? The 28th of January. So the 28th, I think it gets released. No, 29th. I've been sent it earlier, so it's so if you like what you see, guys, I do appreciate if you hit the follow button, the little love heart on the Twitch, and if you're watching this back on my YouTube channel, please, guys, give me a sub. I do appreciate it. Just keep the games coming. So we'll just do a little bit more, guys, and then I'm going to have to go and take a break and get something to eat because I'm feeling a little bit peckish. Okay, well, it seems that the Ricardo committed suicide of his own volition. What? So Paulo is innocent? We didn't find any evidence of the brawling, so there was no fight between those two that night. And after examining the crime scene again, we believe Ricardo wouldn't have been able to climb up such a tall tree. He couldn't have hung himself on his own. I mean, he could need someone's help to carry out the suicide if we had a ladder. How could he have gone through it all by himself? But we didn't find anything of that. Are you suggesting that Paulo helped him? For now, that is the most critical theory. Either way, one thing is certain. It is highly unlikely that Ricardo died without assistance. New clue added. Select the location. So we'll quickly go to the souvenir shop and then we're going to take a break. You arrive in front of the souvenir shop. The number of people isn't anything of a scoff at, but there's enough room for more customers. Enter shop. Let's take a look inside. Vera, now there's not the time to go shopping. You can't butter up your dad some other time. Why would I need to do that? I don't be silly. The shop is very close to the castle. Roberto himself suggested we visit. The sign says we're getting souvenirs. You're right, this is a place. Let's go in then. A slim man with curly hair is serving several tourists. He speaks English quite fluently. His name is Marco Rengi. I'm just practicing the voices. I am Marco Rengi. How can I help you, madame? I'm interested in those plates there. Ah, yes, the decorated plate is a bad secret temple of those found in the castle, before the ghost appeared and destroyed everything inside. Oh, how much? Only 250 euros for you, miss. Today, I'm feeling generous. Wait, 250 euros for that? Even I wouldn't buy that, and money is exactly a problem for me. This guy seems a con man to me. You and Brendan wait for the Rengi to finish ringing her up. Thank you for waiting patiently. What can I do you for? Find anything interesting in the shop, miss? We're private detectives work on the local police. If you don't mind, would like to shoot a couple of questions. I didn't mean to be a presumptuous. Since we were all speaking English, I thought you were tourists. Ask away. Let's ask about the ghost. What do you know about the ghost? Oh, well, you're listening to my conversation with other female customers. You might want to forget everything you heard and they're seeking irrelevant information. And that means what? And that means? Well, those are just tells that tell the tourists to take advantage of them. Hey, I'm only trying to make a living here. Alright. So you don't know anything useful about ghosts? To be honest, I saw something a few weeks ago. I didn't bother reporting it because I thought it was a hallucination. Tell us what you saw, please. I was in the flat of the second floor of the building. I thought I had a good view of the castle in there. I saw something moving across the castle walls. It was like an intense light. This happened at night. New clue added? I believe you. That's how I would describe it as well. What? You saw the ghost too? Let's leave it as a yes. I can't reveal the other details. I'm sorry. Ask about the murder? Okay. I suppose you already know about what happened at the I can't pronounce this damn word. It keeps popping up. Yes, I've heard about it. That's an extent of my knowledge. I am acquainted with Palo. Really? I wouldn't think you have something in common. He's a big fan of all the things paranormal, and the castle is particularly with a neighbor. It shouldn't be hard to strike up a conversation about things you have seen at night. Well, it's not what we happened to talk about before. It's more that we've never been on the good terms. He's recently accused me of cheating on my customers by selling them fake items. Rangi fumes as he recalls what happened. Well, he said that in front of my customers, some tourists. I had a discussion with him, and he threatened to report my activity to the police. I see. So you didn't like him. He certainly wasn't a friend of mine. You believe he might be a murderer? I really can't say. A bit of an oddball. He loved to court in more than our passage interest. He's a real frantic. All right. We appreciate the head ringing. New clue added. Read his mind. Okay, let's read his mind. Okay, we always like to start with the A's. The A's, the E's, the I's. Okay. The O's? We'll go an S. What, anyone wants to just shout out if you guys... I reckon we've got to go. Those two. Okay, so we've got that. Oh. Those two and O something. Gonna go D. C for detectives. Annoying. Those two annoying detectives. Where's the last word? There we go. Getting better, I'm getting better at it. Success.
Those two annoying detectives are wasting my time. I hope they go away soon. I have more customers waiting to be served.
What do you do here?
Can't you see? It's a souvenir shop. Not to toot my own horn, but it's the best one in town.
I take it that the ghost is a business for you.
Well, people want to know more, and
you are taking advantage of it.
Hey, if you are done with your questions, you are wasting my time. You do realize you are interrogating me during work hours, correct? I am losing valuable time here.
We'll be back if we have any more questions. Okay, select the location. What we're going to do is we're going to save it up, guys, and we're going to save it just... I'm going to save it here. Okay. Did I save it then? I think I did. 12:42 we did. Okay, well, I'm going to take a break now, guys. I got to get something to eat. I'd like to thank Ratalaika Games for first sending me this beautiful game to play, for me to stream, for everyone to watch. I do thank you guys for all popping past and enjoying the stream today. Once again, guys, big shout out to ratalaikagames.com. Click on the link. It's available for the Nintendo Switch, the PS4, the Xbox One. Today we're playing on the Xbox Series X via the Xbox One backwards compatibility if you're interested. If you enjoyed the stream, or if you want to support me, please guys hit the love heart button or the little love heart icon and give me a follow on Twitch. If you're watching this back later on my YouTube channel, please guys drop a sub. I do appreciate all the follows and subs. Thank you guys for all popping past and watching me play this game today. I will be back tomorrow playing something else random, I'm guessing. Maybe even this game to continue it off. I'm not too sure yet. We'll see how I feel. In the meantime, guys, take care of yourselves and ones you love. Don't forget to feed your pets. And stay out of the sun or you may get burnt. That's a little bit of advice for my fellow Aussies here because it's damn hot outside. In the meantime, guys, thank you for watching and bye for now.